So yeah, as you can see, horse manure. We got quite a bit there today, so now we've actually struck up a deal with the place where I get it. We're actually going to come along and take all of the manure. So they will clear it from the fields and put it in a big bay, and then we're going to go along every Saturday and get about the same much shit as we've got here. I could have got a lot more, but I just can't put it in the car. But yeah, an unlimited supply of horse manure. Now our plans are, we do need to use a lot of this weekend, but where we've got these compost bays there, we want to build, going next to it all the way down in that area there, some more of these bays. Now one of those is going to be a double bay for our leaf mould that we've got stored in these blue barrels over here, and then we're going to build another double bay open fronted that we can just leave all the horse manure in to rot over. And I've also just spoken to one of our committee members and said that I'm happy to bag it up and sell it at £1 a bag and leave it on the feeders plot, and the money goes to our allotment association. So that's where we are. So we've got a busy couple of days, and I did say in my last video that I was going to bring a plot tour the following day. I did have a chest infection and I've just coughed very wheezy, so I did try and get a few hours up in some of the jobs done, but I haven't got it all done, completely finished. But I'm hoping Bank Holiday Monday I'll be done and the plot tour will be up. So I've got a lot going on, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. I'm going to get on and do this bed here and that bed over there that is overgrown. And you can see that the levels dropped quite down, and these are really shallow beds as they are. So what we're going to do, Ben and I, we're going to take off all of this soil here. We're going to barrow it up. We've got 4 wheelbarrows. Barrow that all up, put some of the fresh horse manure underneath, and then put this back down on the top, and that should raise it up to the height of the bed. And then we're going to get on and we're going to plant some brassicas in here. We've got some cabbages to go in, and over there we've got our brassicas and things ready to go in. So we're going to make these nets up to go across to do with the scaffold knitting, and we'll show you that once we're done. We've emptied the bed out, and what we've done is we've removed the old weed membrane. This is just one of those cheap cloth ones that we had, and we've pulled up all the roots that were attached to it and all the roots that were left in the bed here. We're not going to put another weed membrane down. That gives the chance for the plant's roots to go down into the ground underneath. So what we can do, we're just going to fork this over, just break it up a little bit so it's not tightly compact. Put the horse manure on top, and then put the compost back. What we're thinking of doing is removing these poles and actually making our net go from there that way. So we'll have 2 poles along the back. That will we won't need 3 poles then, and then we'll screw some bamboo canes to the sides and along there. That'll make one solid frame. So when we want to work on the bed, we just lift the whole structure out, move it out of the way, and then put it back once we're done. And because all our beds are all the same size, it means that we can use that one structure every year on a different bed. So if we grow brassicas in here, this year we won't be growing brassicas in here, but we can move the frame and put it over maybe onto the onion bed if brassicas are going in there. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment. So we've actually thought about doing it this way, so running it from corner to corner. That way we've then got a centre piece that will hold the net up so it won't drape down on the crops. And then we're going to put 2 bamboo canes down, one either side there, and then one at the front. Screw that to the bamboo, and then we can drape the net over it, cable tie it to the net, so when we then take it out, the canes will hold the whole thing together, and then we can just lift it off and either put it in storage or put it to use in another plot. This doing this way, we don't have to have the third pole in the middle there. So what we have done here now, once we've topped up the manure and the top dress and the compost, is we have put a 100 GSM weed membrane down. Now in here are going to be the red cabbages, and what we're actually going to do, we're just going to cut across where each plant's going to go and put the plant through, and that will stop a lot of the weeds coming up, making life a hell of a lot easier. And you may remember I was talking about the brassica cover. Well, here's our first one done. So we've gone corner to corner with a screw through the front, and then we put canes either side, drilled through the canes so it doesn't split, and then screw it both sides and both ends. This means that this can be lifted up as one unit. And then the red scaffold netting we've done end to end, so there's no gaps in at the sides. A lot of people sort of put it over, and because it's a different angle on the end, they just bunch it together and tie it off, or you end up with little slits here. But we extended the netting enough this way so it covers both sides. All that's left to do now is to get that planted up over there, and then we'll pop this back on. The way this has been designed is though they can actually fit any of these beds. On these beds here, you can see we had the poles on the outside, but what we've actually decided to do now is to put the poles on the inside. That makes it easier for when we're strimming and lawn mowing. As you can see, these are the position of the old ones. I've yet to take that one out. So we'll get planted up and then I'll show you the end result. So what we've done is we've cut a cross in the membrane, and with a hand I've made a hole underneath and then put the cabbage in. Now what we're actually doing is wanting to bury the stems just to make the plants a little bit more stable. So as you can see on that one, we've just put some of the compost around the base of the plant just to strengthen it up and give it a little bit more support. And then once that's watered, the water will seep through and find the roots of the plant. We've got 12 plants going in here. Well, 6 done. I'm going to get the other 6 done. So that is now all 12 cabbages in, and it's done exactly what I wanted to. I've given them a water, and where the cross is the hole in the weed fabric, the water's actually pulled the plant down and pulled that soil in with that, so the plant still remains buried and pretty strong. I think what we're going to do here is plant another 6 white cabbages. I haven't got any seeds growing, so I'm going to have to buy those from the shop, whereas these ones here are all done by myself. So we're going to get the cover on now and get that net trimmed up and see how it looks. So there you have it, the cover's now on. I decided not to trim the net, but rather just tuck it in underneath the end. I thought if I start cutting it, you might get an entry point for the cabbage fly to get in. So I've just literally tucked it all the way around underneath, and that's still a complete sealed unit, so they can't get in. So that's red cabbage all planted up. I'm just noticing here there's quite a few other YouTubers as well that their onions are going to seed, Terry King being one of them, and I'm going to take those out. They do say that once they start to come to seed that the bulbs don't get bigger if you pick them out. I'm actually quite happy with the size of those bulbs already, so I'm not really too fussed if they don't grow bigger. We're going to give this a weed up, and tomorrow, Bank Holiday Monday, we will be doing a plot tour. So check by tomorrow for our plot tour. That'll be tomorrow evening sometime. Just want to get the last of the weeding done. Ben's over there building another bed, and over here we've actually trimmed the net around there as well, rather than having it propped up at the end. That doesn't need to be sealed, that's just more of a bird thing rather than any other barrier. So yeah, we trimmed that down as well. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe, give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed our video, a thumbs up if you haven't, and do let us know in the comments why, or what you think we've done wrong or could improve on, as your feedback is invaluable in improving our gardening experience. Check out the links below for our Facebook page, our website and our Amazon wish list, should you choose to help us out and buying things for us for our allotment. In the meantime, I'm Gary and Ben's over there. We'll see you in the next video. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you do like our content, please do subscribe, hit the like button. You can also contact us through our social media sites. That's Twitter at @GLACJones, Instagram GB_allotment_vlogs, and on Facebook, if you do a search for My Big Allotment Project, you'll find all our details there. You can also check out our website, www.allotmentguide.com. Thanks so much, guys. See you in the next video.